If somebody says it's not raining and it's raining, it doesn't change the fact that it's raining.
If someone says that God is real, that doesn't mean that he is. I'm not sure that this preacher dude realizes that his argument can cut both ways, undermine his argument just as much as it might any atheist's. Let's do this. Greetings, fellow space travelers, BionicDance here. The Humble Believer, as the channel is called, apparently the speaker is Hamza Yusuf, is anything but humble when comparing himself and other believers to atheists.
The Quran says, let's wait it out. تَرَبَّصُوا فَإِنِّي مَعَكُمْ مِنَ الْمُتَرَبِّصِينَ.
Why do they do this? They always do this. Is there some obscure rule that I don't know about that says when you quote the Quran, you have to do it in the original Klingon? Who do they think this is helping?
It says to the atheist, and the kafir is really an atheist at heart. It says to the atheist, let's wait it out, just wait it out.
Wait it out? What does that mean, wait it out? He doesn't explain it. Last I checked, if we wait it out, wait until, say, we die and we allegedly meet God, or don't, it'll be too late. We have to buy the house before we have it inspected for dry rot. Otherwise, we'll be out on the street, homeless. So what can he possibly mean by wait it out?
But atheism is a position. For me, I prefer agnostics.
Someday I really hope that this definition war ends. How about those of us who are described by the term get priority in telling you what it means, especially if the other side's definition get all the facts wrong?
I actually have some sympathy for atheists, and this is why. And I think God, in some way, must have some sympathy for them, because the only people that remember God as much as believers are atheists.
And thus begins the construction of a straw man so large it could ride the Trojan horse. Theists love to act as if the target of an argumentative atheist is God, and not their belief in God. You must believe God is real, or you wouldn't be arguing against him. Do I have to believe that Bigfoot is real to argue he isn't? Do I have to believe that there is no racism to challenge bigots? My target is false beliefs, and they're my target because of what people do in the name of those beliefs, the harm that they cause.
Well, they take God seriously, and I think that is such a compliment to God, that at least they take him seriously.
We don't take God seriously. We barely even take believers seriously. If the atheists with whom I spend my time, with whom I speak about the topic, are any indication at all, most of us are laughing at you. We might try to put a civil face on it, but we think your beliefs are ridiculous. Like I just said, like I've been saying for years, I argue against religion in self-defense against your behavior, against theist shenanigans. Learn to share and play nicely with the other kids, and my arguments go away.
And one of the interesting things about atheists is, in some ways, their idea of God is so great that they can't believe in him.
And now we get into the religious ego-stroking coupled with a complete misrepresentation of the atheist position. It's not that our beliefs sound like something out of a bad fantasy novel. Golly no! You really do believe, just you atheists are big old fraidy cats. It's okay. It'll be okay. Right. Sure, we're terrified, so our non-belief is us hiding under the covers. I'm glad you could clear that up for us. I had no idea that's what I thought.
They're disappointed. It's like unrequited love. Like, I can't believe you could do this. It's Ivan and Ilyosha's discussion. How can children suffer? One of the things in our tradition, we have, don't think that God has to do what you want.
I'm never sure whether the problem is that theists don't understand the logical contradictions in their religion's claims, or if they realize it and are scrambling to find ways to make their beliefs fit reality. The fact that the process of their doing so is called apologetics gives me no end of giggles. We aren't expecting God to do what we want. We're looking at your beliefs and the world and seeing contradictions. God is supposed to be triple omni, omniscient, omnibenevolent, and omnipotent. Yet reality clearly shows that suffering happens despite God knowing about it, having the power to stop it, and wanting to do so, as your religion claims. This isn't an argument against all gods, it's an argument against your God. If your God was described as someone who could occasionally fuck up, or who wasn't always the nicest guy in the world, the why is there suffering argument goes away. The people who made up your God made him too powerful, and the logical problems that created got in the way of accepting his existence. The argument is only against God's existence by extension. The real argument is against your claims.
And then it says, haven't you seen how children suffer?
But you're not troubled by that.
By children suffering?
Yeah,
As a human being, I have to be troubled by it.
Right.
I mean, I would be sick. I'd be one of those sociopaths.
And here he's dodged the question. When asked whether he's troubled by suffering, it's not about his personal morality, but rather, like I said, the logical contradiction of a triple omni-God who, nevertheless, seems to not care enough to stop the suffering he could, and whether or not that's a bit of a problem. He doesn't answer that. He took the question as being about him personally. But to be fair, did he dodge the question on purpose, or did he not understand it? I don't know. But either way, he was either being underhanded or being stupid, and neither is a good thing.
If I see my son, I worry about my sons. Like if my wife says, I say, where's Isaac? She went to the bathroom. I run to the bathroom because I've read too much about what happens in bathrooms, you know. So I run to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I would hate to see, you know, especially defilement of children. I mean, to me, that is one of the truly great crimes worthy of hell.
I don't think any reasonable person could argue in good conscience that children being hurt in bathrooms is a good thing, whether it's stabbing themselves with mommy's tweezers at home or falling victim to pedophilia at the bus station. But this again misses the point that a triple omni-God is one who could and would prevent all of the above, only he obviously doesn't, calling his existence into doubt. Somehow this guy thinks that it's the poor atheist who can't handle God's overwhelming amazingness, despite the fact that we're actually underwhelmed due to the obvious absence of what is supposed to make him so damned nifty. But hey, if theists can't grasp the logical problems with God, it's no wonder that this particular contradiction snuck past their radar. Until next time, fellow space travelers, this is BionicDance saying don't run on automatic. Instead, please think.
You know, Dewey, we wouldn't have to do this if I had more Patreon patrons. Just saying.
Vote me down and I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.